Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am back with another Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod video. Now today we have Commander Neyo, who is down here. We have not used him really in many videos, and he's going to be defending this sort of mountain pass fortress that the Republic has set up here. And so he's actually got a lot of land he has to defend. He's got this entire base here, which he's equipped with plenty of foot soldiers, as well as 2 ATTEs here. Then he also has to defend this mountainside over here, where he's dug in some trenches. He's got 1 static ATTE gun as well, which should be pretty effective. And then finally, there's this village over here that he has evacuated the troopers from, or not the troopers, the civilians from, and he's set up clone troopers and some TX-130 S's over here. So he's got the 91st Reconnaissance Battalion or Legion with him, and they've got plenty of static turrets, infantry troopers, tanks. They've got it all. They're really set up to defend this whole mountain pass area. But the droid army is coming at them hard from this city over here and the woods over this way with a very, very large army. They've got the woodland camo droids that you can see here. Pretty neat camo. I like it. Along with probably 6 or 7 AAT tanks. They have some super battle droids in there too. They've got a wide variety of weapons for their infantry. And then they've also got one of these massive MTT tanks back here, which is just going to cause some havoc, I believe, for the Republic. So either way, I think this could be a trilogy because the map is so big and has so many elements to it. So depending on the outcome here, we might see a part 2. But without further ado, I'll be right back and we can go ahead and press start. 1 second. Alright guys, I think we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's go ahead and press start, and the droid army should begin marching forward here, and that they are. There's so many of them. Oh, by the way, each squad for the droids is led by one of these red security droids. I just thought I'd do that to mix things up, make it a little bit more fun. But they're marching forward outside of the city limits here. We see they do have some runners. Actually, a lot of runners. Maybe I'll try and stop a few of them, not all of them. I know a lot of you guys were like, oh, Daily, you shouldn't stop the runners, it's part of it. But at the same time, like, if a large majority of the army is going to be running forward and suiciding, it's kind of stupid. Like, what's the point? But I mean, I'll let a few through, but not all of them, I think. Just because it's just a large portion of the army just wasting themselves to the enemy, essentially. So let's try and stop as many of them as we can. Some of them have already made it fairly close to the gates here, and the clone lines begin to open fire at them now. Just fully shooting all their lasers at them. Very nice. This clone defense is, of course, very, very strong here. We see a few artillery pieces going off and punching some holes in the earth. The droids have yet to really start retaliating with fire of their own, but it's only a matter of time before their forces crest over this hill and begin to open fire at the clones beyond. And we see that now they are starting to get into range, and they are starting to fire some of their weapons at the clones opposite them. Some of these AATs coming forward and getting some shots off. Ooh, looks like a massive explosion must have hit this trench line right here, as it's taken out about half of the clone troopers over there. This turret here seems to be working in full effect, I think. I don't know, let's see, is it going to fire? There we go, it's firing. Nice. Ooh, good shot. Took out a lot of infantry there. So yeah, the droid lines are fully engaging with the clone lines now, and we are seeing just an epic battle take place. Looks like the MTT is still working its way through the woods, taking out trees as it goes. Kind of reminiscent of that scene where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn first meet Jar Jar Binks, you know, when the MTT is just plowing through the woods. That's just kind of what that reminded me of. Either way, the droids over here on this hillside firing down at these clones over here. Looks like lots of runners made it pretty far in but got killed. Droid runners, that is. One TX-130S has already blown up, but the other one is still alive and kicking. Looks like a lot of infantry has gone down over here as well. This entire bunker is almost dead. But the clones still have troopers left alive over here. They're still putting up a good defense, so it'll be a little while before these guys go down. Or if they go down at all, they might be able to power through it. This AAT is getting awfully close, though, firing quite a bit of shots. It's taken out the TX-130S. That's going to hurt the clone defense for sure. No armor support over here is left, and now it's just up to infantry, and they're getting hit hard by AAT shots. Another shot just takes out a couple of clones over there. His village might not last as long as I had hoped, but they've still got some infantry. It's really important that they do take out as many troopers as they possibly can. Ooh, the MTT's firing into them. That's sort of like an AA spurt gun, kind of like the dwarf spiders have. Interesting, interesting. I didn't really know how it shot. This thing's kind of epic. We might have to use a few more of these in incoming videos, but yeah, this village is getting trashed. Let's check in on the mountainside defense over here. Looks like the clones are having some trouble over this way. They are firing away at the droids. This gun is still responding very nicely to the oncoming droids, but for the most part, a lot of the infantry for the clone trenches over here are dead or dying, as the droids manage to get just a ton of fire off onto them. Also, the assault on the main base over here is fully underway. This seems to be the kill zone over here for the droids. When they crest up this hill, they seem to be getting just caught in just rapid fire. This AAT has blitzed the clone base over here, trying, it seems, to take out this ATTE. It might be doing some damage, but it is taking so many hits. It's only a matter of time before that bad Larry goes down. This clone base seems, for the most part, to be unfazed. It seems like the troopers are just managing to get a lot of shots off at the droids, and they're not really losing any themselves. The same can't really be said for the other positions over here, where lots of clones are going down. Yeah, most of these clones are down or dying over here, compared to the other areas where they're doing quite well. Well, really, only Commander Neyo's defense seems to be doing quite well. There's only like 8 or 10 clones left alive over here, hiding behind sandbags, trying to get as many shots off as they possibly can at the droids. The droids actually getting hit by some of their own AAT fire, which is kind of funny. There are a lot of AATs over here. It seems like maybe they focus their AATs over there instead of over here, where I only see one and it's dead. Oh, well, I guess there's this one too, which is still not... How are you not dead? So confusing. Weird. This ATTE is actually on fire, and its sirens are going off. Oh, and it goes down. Jeez Louise. Okay, that's not good. They need to take out this AAT. I don't know how it's living so long. That's very strange. And the clones on the ramparts, though, they seem to be holding quite nicely. They've staved off, it seems, the majority of the droid attack. Most of these droids out here are dead or just sort of chilling there, not firing. But now that this mountainside defense is totally dead, these droids from over here will begin to attack the clone base over here, and these droids way over here. Once they're finished with the rest of these clones, which it seems like they just did, that last explosion must have taken out the remainder of the clones, these guys will then start attacking Commander Neyo's defensive base over here as well. Oh my god! Already clones going down as the remainder of the Separatist forces begins to focus fire on them. Commander Neyo is down as well! Oh no, wait, he's still alive. All his men are down. Wow, luck of the draw that he just happens to live. There must have been an explosion or something over here, but Commander Neyo is still alive and firing away. But, man, okay, how is this this AAT has to be glitched or something. That thing should be dead, right? I don't see how it's alive. It actually only has 11 kills. I think it's broken or something. I don't know. That thing has to be glitched. You know how sometimes in these battles, certain tanks like never die or something like that? I think that's what's happening with that one, but I just scooted it back here where it can't really do any damage. But these clones on the ramparts now are getting super hit by all the droids that are coming over from the right side over here. The left rampart walls have pretty much completely fallen. There's still a good interior defense, though. Let's get Neyo to a safer position, I think. Just to keep him alive in the battle a little bit longer, because it's always more interesting, I think, when there's a clone commander present on the battlefield. So let's... Here, Neyo can go over this way. But yeah, I mean, there's still a whole interior defensive of this base. There's also a good amount of... clones left alive on the ramparts in the middle and on the left side, but the right side has almost completely fallen, and now droids are really starting to move in on this position, so that's not very good. We also see some AATs way out here lining up to fire at the clone base. This MTT seems to be distracted over here and not really firing, as well as a few AATs. And these droids seem to just be sort of ransacking the village, making sure there's no life swarms left alive. These poor little space cows are just... They're having a bad day. Alright, the droids are on the outskirts of the base now. Very much so, and they are about to start their full assault on the interior, I do believe. No bueno indeed. There's only one ATTE left alive. It's not really in a position to fire at these AATs over there. Yeah, this is not looking too great. A few droids starting to enter into the base, but they're getting gunned down before they can really do anything. We got one clone gunner over here. I believe there's one over here too somewhere. Oh, perhaps not. Okay. But there are plenty of clone troopers over here, which is good. And there's Commander Neyo just sort of chilling over here. He's got a defensive position on the left gate, which is not really getting attacked as much as the right gate. But the right gate does have a lot more droids starting to flood in now. They're getting some shots off before they die, which is good for them. They need to be continuously firing as they go. This AAT is really causing some trouble, I think, for the droids as it's in prime firing position. But another one is moving in that isn't broken. And it's actually, it might be going for the other gate. No, it's rotating around this way. It's just gonna ram the wall, apparently. Alright. These AATs probably causing more trouble than they're helping for the droid infantry over here. They're just kind of getting in the way of their fire. And they're not really doing all that much. That AAT finally goes down. I don't know what was up with that. That thing had mega armor or something like that, because it was not going down compared to an average AAT, which only takes like 6 or 7 bazooka shots to take out, and that thing took a lot of damage right off the bat. So I don't know what was up with that. But this clone infantry over here is, in fact, doing a great job of staving off this droid attack. This clone on the gun is really doing some work for the Republic. What a lad! What a lad! More clones are falling though, as the droid attack on this base over here increases. I think we should start, just sort of getting these troopers over here, because they won't come on their own. The AI is way too dumb for that. We need to sort of maneuver them ourselves. Also, this AAT is stuck. Get out of there. Come on. Yeah, and these guys are like trying to climb up the mountain, which is really stupid because they're not going to be able to. You can already see they're kind of getting stuck. So let's try and get this army to start gearing themselves up for an assault over here, because the AI just won't go on their own. Either way, droid infantry continuing the assault on this one entrance over here. They really should get another assault going on over here. Maybe take out that ATTE, but they're not. They're just sort of chilling over here. This AAT is taking quite a bit of fire, actually. It is firing its front guns, but its main gun seems distracted. Maybe it's trying to, I don't know, ram the walls or fire at them. I don't know. The AAT can do whatever the heck it wants, but it looks like reinforcements that I sent over are coming. The MTT's moving. An AAT who's just derping. Sometimes the AI can be so frustrating. Like, what are these droids up here doing? Like, just go. Just go. Like, what? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Honestly, we could just do that, and it'd be easier than commanding all of them to individually go. Yeah, just get over here. Annoying droids. There we go. Now they're working their way over this way. So the remainder of the droids' army are coming further and further this way. More clones are going down, but they're holding their own for the most part, I think. Droids aren't really able to fire through that small gap in the fence all that well. They're getting a few shots through, but they're not usually all that accurate. They're going over the clones' heads, and they're not really connecting with any clone troopers. Neo's still alive over here, which is good to see. This rampart is still fully functional, by the way. They have not lost a single trooper over on this side. I guess they really didn't take too much of an attack, though, which is good for them. These AATs are really starting to struggle, I think. The MTT is just stuck over here on this AAT. It's like trying to plow the AAT forward, but the AAT is just like, nope, I'm going to chill here. Alright, this is frustrating. Just go forward, AAT. Stop being stupid. I think it's stuck now. There you go. Do whatever you want. The droid infantry, yeah, they might not win this. I don't know. They're derping too much. You know how the AI is. A few of them are actually managing to crawl into the base, though. That's kind of surprising. Clones focus firing them, though. as they are probably the biggest threat is the ones who manage to actually get into the base. Yeah, and these clones over here are doing a great job. Only a few of them have gone down. This gunner probably doing a ton of work for the clone troopers. Yeah, maybe not. It's only got 6 kills, a little less than I thought it would. That guy's got 9 kills. This guy's got 1. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 2. How many do these guys have? This guy's got 1. And he apparently killed an AAT. Not bad. This guy's got 8 with his rocket launcher. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 1. This guy's got 4. This guy's got none. Not a lot of kills from the clones, actually. This guy's got 7. This guy's got 2. This guy's got none. I guess accumulatively they're doing okay, you know. Oh, but mad rush from the droids right now. They're really, like, powering their way through. This could be a big push if they manage to get a lot of fire out on the clones, and it looks like they're getting some, but for the most part they're getting gunned down. This could have been huge. I don't know if they're really doing much with this big push, though. We'll see if it amounts to really anything. They got a little bit of cover from this turret over here, and there's a dip in the hill where they can't quite get shot at by the clones, which is good. But they're just not getting the kills on these clone troopers over here that they want to be getting. Oh my god, a few droids up here actually did make it through the mountainside. I was wrong about them, but they're getting shot down almost immediately. At least they caused a nice little distraction there, and maybe got a kill or 2. Yeah, these droids are really crowding this area. One good bazooka shot right here could take out like 20 droids probably. The clone's firing in full at these guys. Is this thing firing or is it getting fired at? Is that... I can't tell. It's getting fired at by an AAT up here, which just went down. And this oh, okay. I think this MTT is actually targeting the ATTE, which is good to see. And the ATTE is returning fire of its own, as you can see. So it's a little bit of a duel of the powerful tanks, which is nice. While the infantry continues to try to break through at the bottom. A few clones over here going down, not many though. Curious to see what happens with this ATTE-MTT fight. There's also an AAT down there helping out a little bit. This MTT's doing nothing. This one's doing nothing. These MTTs are just crud, really. They're bad vehicles, to be honest. Yeah, and there's still like 3 of them just stuck over here. Why aren't you guys coming forward? So a lot of the infantry's just kind of stuck over here too. Come on, guys. Forward! Alright. Yeah, the droid forces don't have a lot left. As you can see from the minimap, they're sort of spanned out along this ridge. And the clones have a tight defense over here now. So this could easily be a clone victory. I'd be curious to see if this ATTE does end up going down, though, due to MTT fire. That could be a big breakthrough for the droids. Like, it could cause, you know, some chaos. Be a big kill, too. I mean, that's a major part of its defenses. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, this AAT is just absolutely body blocking this MTT. And firing at the wall. This MTT crew must be pissed at this AAT. Droid infantry down here is just still continuing to be mass slaughtered. As they're just unable to progress forward all that well. They got a little bit of cover due to this AAT and the downed ATTE, but it's also a huge choke point for the clones. Yeah, this AAT is finally moving around. It's getting shot at, actually, from the barricades over there. Interesting. The tanks are so derpy. Honestly. Yeah. Not a great showing from the droid tanks. Honestly, we might be able to, like, scoot this bad Larry out, maybe. Oh, I won't mess. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, the fight, for the most part, has died down now as the clones just have sort of solidified their defensive position. Not a lot of droid infantry left. Actually, there's like a whole ring of droids over here. Should we just, like, gear... Yeah, let's send a few, like, towards the other gate. Get this AAT over there, too. We'll try and help the droids a little bit. I always end up helping the clones, so we'll help the droids. These ones just must be stuck on these rocks. Yeah, why don't you guys free yourselves from that? And then the continued fight is going on at this gate over here. We're sending a squad of droids over this way, but they're getting pretty slaughtered actually, as the defensive position over here is still very much so intact. That AAT that we sent over there immediately getting gunned down by just heavy resistance, and the squad of infantry getting totaled as well. I forgot that these ramparts were essentially fully intact, and then they've also got this ground defense over here too, which is being able to support the infantry quite a bit. And this AAT over here is getting totally shot-putted, blows up. Can these MTT be destroyed? It's only got 4 kills actually, that's pretty bad. Alright, should we sally out some of the clones here? Get a real battle going. ATTE can come forward as well. I mean, they outnumber the droids now, so they should be able to complete this attack well. Let's fire at these bad Larrys over here. I think it's stuck. It's not wide enough. I stopped the clone infantry from coming forward as well, actually. Oh, that's a shame. At least it's firing at the droids. Alright, a few droids over here. Peeking their heads through the gates. MTT's fully firing at that ATTE. ATTE is responding with a little bit of its own fire. A little bit. A little droid got caught in the crossfire though. Here we got some clones firing at some of the droid infantry over here. They lost a few, but they ended up coming out on top, I think. Well, for the most part. Alright. What is happening here? I mean, the clones should get victory here. Let's do some tactical nukes. This battle's sort of turned into nothingness. So let's, here, we can go FX, Orbital Strike. Here. Alright. A Republic cruiser has positioned itself above the battlefield, having the airspace open up. They launch a few orbital strikes on the droid positions here. Skadoosh. Wow, that did a whole lot of nothing. Oh my god, it did nothing against these tanks. Wow. Looked cool though. Let's put some more in. Let's just scatter them all about. It looks dope, it just doesn't do anything. Like nothing at all. My god. Maybe they're non-harmful. I don't know. We can also do like individual laser strikes. Oh, that doesn't really work, does it? Yeah, it doesn't. Huh. We can do red ones, green ones, blue ones. That's kind of cool. I like it a lot. Just nuke the battlefield! And as the dust settles, the droid army remains. Yeah. I mean, the droids aren't doing anything now. Oh, the ATT actually ended up dying. Interesting. I still think the clones are gonna win. How's this MTT still alive? Like, is it impossible to kill that thing or something? I feel like it's taken enough shots to, like, die. Wouldn't you think? Here, let's send a rocket trooper up onto the ramparts here. Try and get some shots off on that bad Larry. Yeah, send him up there. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Well, we got a hit, and he's getting fired at by multiple AATs now. Oh, sorry, bud. It's tough. The droids are, like, almost out of infantry. They don't have a lot left. These guys are getting hit by their own AAT, too. It's kind of funny. Oh, this one's getting some fire into the base. The droids have, like, plenty of tanks. They just don't have the infantry to push in here. And so the clone infantry is always going to prevail. Alright, so we got some actually moving over to the right over here. Let's call in some more orbital strikes just for fun and for the background. Yeah, there we go. Alright, while the battle's going on, there's some artillery fire coming in. The ATTE gets launched sky high. AAT's coming in hot over here. It's taking some fire. Clones actually take a big hit right there. Oh, that might have done Neyo in. He might still be alive, actually. Yeah, he is. He's fine. Droid infantry and droid AAT really coming in hot over here. It's taking a lot of fire, though. The droid's getting totally toasted over here. Lots of explosions going off as the resistance gets hit. The AAT goes down. And it goes quiet for the most part again. These guys got dislodged from their positions. This video is just dragging on. Like, I don't know what to do. The droids aren't going to break through. And the clones can't really sally forth. Alright, here's what we're going to say happened. So, let's do a part 2 to this video, because I like this map a lot. I think it could be cool to do a part 2. So let's say the remaining droids decided to retreat, having realized the battle was over, and that they weren't going to be able to break through the base. So we're just going to retreat all of the droids back. Commander Neyo celebrates his victory. You know, he's firing away as the droids retreat. Neyo actually got 2 kills. That's not bad. And his men rejoice. Rah, rah, we defeated them. And left a huge mess over here. The cleanup crew is going to be pissed. This is scorched earth. Nothing's ever growing here again. So the droids did actually manage to take this full chunk of the area over here, but the base itself held very, very strong for the clones. Let's check out the death rates. So, yellow are clone troopers, red are droids. We can see the clones put up a good fight over here. I mean, they took out an AAT. They took out a lot of droids, but they just weren't able to hold. They were on open ground. They had barely any cover. They only had TX-130Ss. It's a tough place to hold. This mountainside over here did do quite a number on the battle droids that they were up against. This gun in particular did very, very well. I'm quite proud of this gun. But inevitably, they all died. Now this base here, I mean, this base was a beast. It totally destroyed the droid army out here. Took out many, many tanks. Held its own quite admirably. You got to give them props over here. Neyo put up an excellent defense. So, let me know if you guys are excited for a part 2 to this video. If you're not, I mean, I can always just not do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. Check out all my links in the description. There's a Twitter account, there's an Instagram, there's an Overtone team, there's a Discord, there's a Steam group, there's a Patreon. Check out all those things if you want to support me in other ways. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.